And we're here with the newspapers. Ibrahim Alasan will join us in the course of the review. Emmanuel, how are you? Good morning.
Good morning.
I hope you had a good weekend.
Yeah, it was okay. It was it was a lovely weekend.
Was it enough for you? The weekends are never enough for you.
Maybe it's not enough for it's not enough for anybody, but
I think that yours is peculiar. But did you manage it well?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It was a good weekend.
All right, okay, cool. And I saw you at the diplomatic games.
Oh yeah.
Too bad you didn't play any of the games. I know that you were a striker. Are you not a striker?
Oh, now if there's little at stake, we don't play.
Hey, gosh.
It's now becoming so expensive to treat injuries and all that. So if there's nothing at stake, we allow the young boys to play.
To also play. Yeah. Oh wow, I see. That is interesting. Okay, all right. The Daily Graphic newspaper. It's very heavy because it's Monday.
Oh, but before you start, we need to congratulate Shelley Ayoko-Botchwey.
Absolutely. I told you the last time.
Yeah. It is coming home.
We wish her all the best, and I was particularly excited because she's a woman, and we wanted to flag. Hey God, today again, we wanted to fly the flag of Ghana high, and they say she doesn't take office until April. Next year. And this I'm told is one of the most expensive offices in the UK. Imagine, it's an ending pound sterling. That is what came to mind when I read that it's the most expensive office in the UK. Charlie, congratulations. What a way to bow out of government, I'm sure many of her colleagues would kill to have such a position. When you've been in government and then you don't know your fate going into another election, and knowing that she's also not running as a member, but she didn't run the last time, right? And so she's not running this year either. And to land this particular job, and we must congratulate her handlers as well. They're putting a lot of work. Kweku Sechiado, Kweku Obieje, and some other individuals as well. And to her, kudos, and go make Ghana proud, Madam Ayoko-Botchwey. Yeah, Charlie.
I think in recent times she's been one of the longest serving foreign affairs ministers. If we take away Obedia or Samoa, I think she comes because from the beginning of the Nanado-led presidency, she was there. So almost 8 years.
She was deputy in the first term of Kufuor, right?
She
was a deputy. She was deputy to Nana Akufo-Addo, and now she's became substantive, and she's remained there from year 1 to year 8.
From 2017.
What's an illustrious run she has had? Charlie. Anyway, congratulations once again, Madam Shelley Ayoko-Botchwey. Like we said, go make Ghana proud. All right, go make us proud. And many young women are equally looking up to you. So front page, banner headline: Economy dominates voters' choice. Graphic poll reveals. Okay, so somehow economy comes up somewhere. The NCC wanted education was stopped, right? It was education, health, and what? It was health and something. Or is it economy and health? One of those. Okay, other stories here. December 7 polls will be peaceful. President reaffirms commitment. And Shelley Ayoko-Botchwey elected next Commonwealth Secretary General. And graphic national development series, parties and candidates discuss agri sector. And other stories here: Ugandan president directs handover of Hittizi landfill to Jospon. And that will be it for the front page of the Daily Graphic newspaper. To the back page, Gold Stars pip Hearts to maintain lead. Charlie, I know.
That's a folk and United there.
It's sad. Is it Basake? Basake Holy Stars.
I don't know.
Okay, Basake Holy Stars hold Kotoko. So it looked as though Kotoko was going to get the game, go away with a 3 points, and then last minute there was an equalizer from the Basake Holy Stars. All right, I'm done with the Daily Graphic.
All right, Daily Guide is what I have We are winning the elections. Baumia details on page 3. Also, Ayoko Boche is Commonwealth Secretary General. Woman arrested for selling baby boy, and national security debanks Reuters Islamic militants report. You know, when the report broke, we were all saying that we needed to hear from our national security. Yeah. Now that they've issued the statement, let's see how that also goes. And KEED, KGL, NICT distinction. These are the lead stories in the Daily Guide.
All right. The New Crusading Guide newspaper, front page. President Museveni hand over Kitizi landfill to Jospon Group for decommissioning. Okay. The man said cannot stand street. Other stories here. Duca gifts Bet's teacher $14,000 brand new car, as 39 others win massive prizes. Also here, TMP Council launches digital payment system. What's TMP? What does TMP stand? I'll check. National Security refutes Reuters report on alleged terrorists. Busts and CEO win top honors at 8th Ghana Energy Awards, and the status quo in New Joabin remains. NPP is winning hands down. Otrebefi declares. And La and Ga community support suspension. La and Ga community support suspension of the La Traditional Council. What does this mean? I don't understand. Anyway, let me look for what the TMP stands for. I can't find exactly the page number is not stated there. Okay, I think you can go on with your paper.
All right, Daily Statesman newspaper. KGL ranked first in ICT at Ghana Club 100 Awards. National Security Ministry refutes Reuters report on alleged terrorism, and Baumia is Ghana's best hope. Now Toshi touts NPP flag bearer as scandal-free. And I will honor trust of Commonwealth leaders. Shirley Ayoko Boche is making this promise. And also bust MD on it at 8th Ghana Energy Awards. Back page of the Daily Statesman newspaper. West Ham manager blames Ghana for Kudu's red card, and Nigeria giving three. It says our frustration has gotten into his head.
It's actually true. I agree. I agree.
This one, it is not scientific, but this is ways and means science.
It's weighing on him.
This is ways and means science.
It's weighing on him, and he doesn't know how to express it.
So some small kung fu on the field will do. Anyway,
catch one boy and slap him.
Nigeria giving 3-0 win over Libya after inhumane treatment, and that was expected. I mean, this day and age, you don't just maltreat a foreign team and expect that for the regional football governing body will sit idle. These are the lead stories in the Daily Statesman.
All right, the Informer newspaper, the front page here says that CI forged last will and testament of late Alhaji Salia. CID boss's strange decision drops accused persons in legal gymnastics. Ghana makes history as Ayoko Boche grabs Commonwealth top post. Reuters cuts pants down over allegations of Ghana supporting terrorists. Security Dawn urges public to disregard report. CSE allegation. NAPO sets record straight and towards cleaner cooking in Africa. NPA boss pushes for LPG as against charcoal and others. And UG fights evangelist says HIV status can't be determined by prayer. So claims of rising HIV cases on campus. I mean, to have had a whole institution issue a presser to this, it should tell you that, man of God, you goofed.
Yeah.
You understand? And like the statement said, these things are scientific. You don't just make a sweeping statement. If you did say that HIV is prevalent on campus, and you cite a report, for instance, that says so, then it's a scientific. But you don't just say it like that. You understand? So please, we beg you, speak with facts. So other stories here. Election 2024, K2 chiefs back Baumia, praise his moral authority to victory. And that will be it for the Informer newspaper.
All right, Daily Post newspaper. Mahama wants the big men behind Galamsey arrested, according to Kofi Adams. Also, Mahama meets diplomatic call on Ghana's elections. Also, EC's trickery to rig the elections exposed. These are the lead stories in the Daily Post.
All right. The Ghanaian Times newspaper front page, Get Fund initiates 11,248 projects nationwide, 7,000 completed, over 4,000 at various stages. Also here on the front page, Macdan set to build a Dar port to enhance marine transport and logistics. Also here, world leaders congratulate Shirley Ayokobotre on her election as Commonwealth Secretary General. And Ghana and WB sign, or is it World Bank, sorry. World Bank signed $260 million deal to tackle energy sector inefficiencies. And the back page, Gold Stars upset Hearts to stay top. Kotoko, Holy Stars draw. And Legon Cities and Accra Lions share spoils. I'm done with the Ghanaian Times.
All right, the Chronicle newspaper. Honesty, character will determine voters' choice in 2024, according to a survey. Vote for corrupt-free Bawumia Toshi tells Ghanaians, and report on alleged terrorist activities unfunded, according to the National Security. And Mustafa Hamid advocates clean cooking revolution in Africa. Now, your quotation for today, Proverbs chapter 28, verse 6. Better for the poor whose work is blameless than the rich whose ways are perverse. Back page of the Chronicle newspaper. Wolves staged dramatic fight back to draw at Brighton. Also, Napoli extended their unbeaten run in Serie A, and Haaland's early effort helps City beat struggling Southampton, and Bournemouth scores late to rescue points at Aston Villa.
All right, the Daily Dispatch newspaper front page. I will lead NPP to total victory on December 7th. That's according to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Parliament is an intellectual platform, not a boxing ring. Napo to NDC MPs. And there is a need for Africa to address its clean cooking crisis. NPA's Dr. Abdul Hamid. And NPP's delayed allowance is better than NDC's cancelled allowance, Napo to trainee nurses. That's it for the Daily Dispatch newspaper.
All right, the Insight newspaper. BRICS countries call for multipolar, equitable, and democratic world order. Also, a vote for Alan ends NPP NDC leadership crisis, says Boniface. And also, almost all indicators worse now than you inherited in 2016. IEA to NPP government. And left parties in India protest arm exports to Israel, and 600 million cities NPP guru houses demolition. 600 million NPP guru's house demolished. Lawyer for Ramadan and Bawumia testify in court for pulling down buildings. So these are the lead stories in the Insight.
All right. Ibrahim Alassan, welcome.
Thank you. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
The Daily Satellite this morning. Offensive Chieftaincy standoff. Chief Justice petitioned. It comes with a picture of the Chief Justice and Dr. Kiki Sapon here. Ufuman Oman Hima endorses Alan's vision to make chiefs co-trustees of natural resources. And over 20,000 learners transition into mainstream schools under GEOP. And apply for election coverage accreditation now to avoid delayed processing. NPA boss leads charge for clean cooking revolution in Africa. That is it for, and then mining is causing water sanitation problems at Prestia Honey Valley. That's according to the MC. That is it for the Daily Satellite this morning. The custodian, Museveni gives Kitezi landfill to Jospon Group for decommissioning. And no terrorist activities in Ghana. National Security Ministry replies Reuters. Na Toshi woos Greater Accra region voters for Bawumia. And NPA boss promotes clean cooking revolution in Africa. Ayokobotre to lead Commonwealth. Hooray. We're here rooting for her. Yeah, she won. She really campaigned.
Yeah.
And at least she's made her appeal to stay in office and now say Chimensa Bonsu. That slot's worth it, at least. She stayed. Okay. So she was supposed to exit
The
for
Foreign Affairs.
Chimensa Bonsu to be the Foreign Affairs Minister.
And what happened?
She needed to stay to use that office to campaign for the next office she was wanted
okay.
therefore.
Right now, it's too late.
No, I'm saying it's worth it because at least she won it. Yeah, now it's too late. Yeah, like now it's too late. Yeah, it's too late. Yeah. So
what was his compensation?
he's still the parliamentary affairs minister.
What does that mean?
That's the compensation.
What does that mean? She's doing?
At least for now.
It can't even help resolve these issues in Parliament.
But you have a budget line. That's what that matters. It's important, right?
See, that's the problem over here. That's our problem here.
No, that's the opportunity over here. Why do we see problem? We see opportunity. It's just about how we look at it.
This is where the ministry should have been playing a crucial role in this whole issues we're having in Parliament.
The way we will beat him up.
Oh, not
no,
this. I'm just like advocate for dialogue, because you see the way we are going these days, everything in court. At a certain point, we'll not be able to contain it.
That's true.
You know,
That's
because
true.
Imagine all of us. Some small issue, we say, interpretation. Anyway, it will be ungovernable.
That's true. That's
true. So we have to think wisely about this particular decision we have.
That's true.
We are choice or this path we have chosen to go on.
Yeah. Bobby Samoa, for instance, he's a lawyer. He disagrees with the AG's position, the position of those who think that Article 97 is futuristic, and now you can be in this parliament and declare that you are switching allegiance for the next parliament, and you still have to maintain your seat.
It's just the convenience argument, really, because what didn't the NPP expel?
Yeah, the Formina MP.
No, the Formina MP, for instance.
And
his
own was automatic.
Yes, they said they had triggered. They said by they doing that, they had automatically.
Yeah.
You understand?
But they didn't hear from them. So Ababen Samoa actually got. They called him, like he spoke in the media and said, "Oh yeah, when he was taking the decision, he knew exactly what the implications were."
It's just that because of the numbers these days, we have chosen to be dishonest with the whole interpretation.
Yeah. But the party can equally waive any punishment that.
But have they told you they have waived?
And that's the point.
All of a sudden, the explanation is that these individuals in question have not told me as a leader that they are not caucusing with us, or this is what they intend to do. In the past, they didn't need to inform you. It's just the shifting of the goalpost, and whatever it is, as Dr. Rashid Rahman says, he also referenced somebody else and said that anybody can be the minority.
Yeah.
So today you could be in the majority and you are using these processes. They'll say that we went through the law. One thing you have to understand is that it's not everything that people go through the law to achieve that is beneficial to anybody.
That's true.
You understand? So they will tell you that, yes, we went through the law. They can use law to abuse you.
Yeah. So in what you're saying is that things are not the same anymore.
Charlie, that's the thing. Be careful. Be careful what you are digging, because you will end up falling in that pit. That's true. I think they have Formina as an example, yet they are still not learning. They are digging holes that, for me, what hurts about this whole thing is how eventually it is weakening Parliament. Because per the Constitution, they are co-equals, aren't they?
Yeah.
And why is it that all of a sudden it's as if the judiciary is stamping on the legislature as well as the executive? So what exactly? So are you telling us that despite it being a co-equal, now Parliament is the less of the three?
Yeah.
Parliament must do everything to protect.
There's a headmistress in town. So I gave you the custodian, right? So that's the time done.
Searchlight.
Searchlight. I gave you Searchlight. Or you gave me 2 copies of Searchlight.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Then do the Herald, because Moses Bliss.
Which one is that? The Herald this morning. Zoom Lion Ghana gets presidential support in Uganda. Museveni directs handing over of Kitazi landfill to company. LPG to replace firewood and charcoal by 2030 as NPA boss leads clean cooking revolution in Africa. Highlights of NDC and NPP manifestos on business development and protecting our borders.
Herald has been quite consistent on these. It brings from time to time.
Exactly. So you know exactly
what
the political parties are telling you. U.S. Ambassador hosts Mahama and NDC leaders. The CDD has equally released at the Afrobarometer. Yeah, and then the most trusted institution
is the military.
Is the military.
You see,
yeah. No, at least it's good, but they too must check themselves. In fact, they've done about 65%.
Most trusted.
Most trusted, yes. The Ghana forces. Most trusted. The least trusted is the governing party, NPP.
And the least trusted institution is the office of the president.
Yes.
Consistent too. It's been consistent.
And the most corrupt too, very consistent, the police service.
Oh, well, I think that they are not being fair to the police.
I think 28% say they trust the EC.
28. It's diminished further.
It's come down.
Look, Electoral Commission.
Yeah.
When people talk, they will say that we are independent. Look, it's a big deal.
Yeah, it is.
It's a big deal when the trust in the institution keeps dwindling.
Yeah.
And I always say that your actions will determine whether people trust you or otherwise. So Electoral Commission, the judiciary, sometimes when people keep criticizing the judiciary, their argument is that, they are not partisan. They're doing their job. But what do people see? If consistently the people see that, we can predict your outcome, or you seem to be delivering judgments that favor one side, that is what people would say of you. So all these key institutions where perception is key, they must do their best.
That's true.
They must do their best to let, justice be seen to be done.
Yeah.
Or manifestly done.
That's true.
That's true.
That's true. That's true.
Are you done?
So we'll definitely bring a report. We'll bring details of the report to.
But you see, the last time there was another one. I don't like the sign of my microphone, but it's okay. It's like, so the last time there was the last Afrobarometer.
Yeah.
The one. Oh goodness, I've forgotten the title. Yes, they were talking about democracy in Africa in general, and how it's dwindling. And even though, yes, there's still strong support for it, they've seen that the rejection of the military, like a possible military intervention, is weakening. In the past, that was very strong. People would just quickly oppose it. But these days, you're seeing that, they're seeing a lot more people, soften their stance.
Exactly.
And that is a worry.
Yeah.
Well, it is what it is. Let's see how.
Okay, so if elections were held tomorrow, 56% of the respondents said they will vote for a party or independent candidate. So only 56% of the respondents say they will vote.
Okay.
16% say they will not vote. And those who do not know whether they will vote or not, it's 28%. Interesting. Like I said, we'll bring the details too.
Yeah. Let's go to the portals.
Okay, so I'm not sure I'm done with the Herald.
Oh, sorry.
Fidelity Bank runs from procurement abuses in ECG dealings. U.S. Ambassador hosts Mahama and NDC leaders. And Baumia promises OT University, bridge, sports infrastructure. So that's it for the Herald this morning.
All right. So the front page, starfm.com.gh. I foresee Parliament with majority from one party and then president from one party. That is according to Kwame Jantua. He was on the Weekly Review segment on Friday, and that's what he said.
Yeah, I disagree. It won't happen.
So, I asked him, how that will be possible, especially when Ghanaians are seeing what this particular parliament is doing. Would they want another one like that, or they would want a complete majority where the governing party would have the free hand to work freely? But then again, so this one, it makes it quite competitive, doesn't it? It doesn't allow for everything to just be swept under the carpet, even though they have disappointed many Ghanaians on numerous occasions. I perhaps would prefer this to a full-blown majority.
And we're talking about It's turning out that this week likely also to be another bloody one. 8 people have been killed in Boko. Cynthia Morrison at her rally had a gun fired at her. One is injured. Charlie.
But this is, I saw a video where people were narrating what happened. I was confused. I couldn't get the full details, but I was wondering what exactly is it and what would push someone to do something of that nature.
Good question. For the upper part of the country that one is sheer lawlessness. For a group of hoodlums to have the audacity to block a major road and be conducting searches. It's as if we are in and
that's what the man Brahma will say is the inactions of government that has allowed these to fester. Yeah. Some of the things that started could have been nipped in the bud.
The installation of whatever,
the
whoever,
rival chip, it was not necessary.
You see, you've done the worst, no problem. And for some strange reason, he gets sneaked into town.
He wasn't sneaked in; he came because the High Court revoked the arrest warrant.
You're not getting me. The point is, did government recognize that installation? No. Was that made abundantly clear? Yes. So what business has he got going there?
They said the arrest warrant is no more there.
No, see, that's the court. I'm saying that government. I mean, security is in charge. Government is in charge of our security. Government did not recognize the installation, meaning the guy cannot be thief.
So how did he get in there?
That's the point.
Of course, we are told that there is heavy security presence there. You picking intelligence and all that. So they couldn't pick intel that the guy was coming.
Yeah.
It's true. I mean, where we need them to pick the intel, the intel is never picked. It's a small fish that they pick intel on. Anyway, other stories
and then
here.
They came to Kumasi to get the court to sometimes to our judiciary too. Hey, you see fire, and you're like, go, fire. Tell it, like seriously. If for nothing at all, that, whatever that was, nobody was going to arrest the man. Trust me, if he was to be arrested, he would have been arrested. Everybody knew where he was, right? But at least what that did was to bring there some semblance of peace.
It restrained him.
And then I just sat and said, no, Kumbaya, go.
You see,
when we talk.
Because you see, the thing is that you are supposed to prevent fire.
That's the point.
But yours is to fuel it. Bagbin is fostering a crisis in Ghana's parliament. That's according to Chairman Sabun. So I was asking the last time, he's been awfully quiet. Yeah. But hey, it is what it is. Yeah. Right now, it is. But when it's your time to be speaker, you can also govern your style. I'm sure that's what speaker would say to you, that they must have more platform.
Yeah.
As of now, I get a platform.
That's all.
If you get a chance someday and you get to be speaker, you can do your style.
Yeah.
All right. Other stories here. Bagbin re-elected as chair of, what's that? Kospal Assembly in Accra. Yeah. And that's it.
Okay. So let me take you to City Newsroom.
Please do.
Abaku conflict, 8 killed as gunmen block Bolgatanga Tamale Highway.
Me, honestly, it's one of the stories I usually like to stay away from, because it's not easy to find an unbiased person to give you an account of what is happening.
Yeah.
Everybody, most of the people you would speak to are aligned to one side or the other.
That's true.
Sometimes you interview somebody and you get calls that why this person is on this side. Look, and for me, once again, I would use the opportunity to appeal to our brothers there. Look, this time you're spending to destroy each other, this time can be used for something productive. Baku is a blessed land, isn't it?
It is.
It's blessed, but we are spending so much time tearing each other apart. Yeah. We are all human beings. At the heart of it, that's it. We are all human. So what is it? What's the end game?
There's no, because it benefits
What
some
is the
people.
end game?
You see, the status quo benefits some people, so it will continue to be like that.
It's
I agree that when engaging people, almost everybody is aligned. But you see, there's logic. What's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. Yes, for as long as I've been in the media space, Boko has been a story told from many angles. We, of course, call on the citizens to respect human lives and live together peacefully. Kusasis and Mamprusis. And when you drill down, stories are told about intermarriages and uncles here, nieces there. But for some strange reason, those stories are unable to outdo the enmity. But then don't also lose sight of the fact that there's a political capital to be made out of this.
Absolutely.
And so political players fuel this one way or the other. We just sat here and said, we have never been to a security class. I don't gather intelligence, right? But we all knew what to do to avoid. In fact, at a point, we were told that there was a demarcated route for the newly enskined thief to, and then so they were laying awake the citizens. So they were to ensure that route was no use. The citizens themselves, and then for some strange reason, the security were told. Mahama Yarega spoke about how much money is being spent. And national security issued a statement. This is national. Why
and then we had a situation where the defense minister also went AWOL in his commentary.
Yes.
You know.
So they were all there, right? And yet still they could not forestall this from happening. They are still all there spending that money. And then we had hoodlums blocking road and then killing 8 people. And you know what they were doing? They were actually searching to find out. They will ask you where you are from and what have you.
Are you kidding?
Charlie. Do you know the number of people who have become collateral damage in this nonsense of a fight, who don't hail from there? You heard the young man who was speaking at the funeral of the brother who was killed in the enclave.
The immigration guy.
Yes, the immigration guy. Anyway. It is what it is. So, other headlines from City Newsroom. Agona West, 1 injured after gunshot fired during campaign rally. Campaign rally. Armed men block Bolgatanga Tamale Highway, attack passengers. Sunan Asogli acted in bad faith by shutting down production. Adam. You see, sometimes I think the most difficult place to do business can be Ghana. You know, the allegations that came initially about the independent power producers. That we were selecting those that we were paying, right? Good. And so we were selecting those we were paying. The others that were not being paid. But because there was no unity in taking action from the IPPs. If you are being paid, then we say, I ask you to shut down your destiny. Will you shut down?
Of course not.
Good. So then, the one that is not being paid shuts down and says, hey, bad faith, we know you.
They are not paying the person too.
That's the point.
Yeah. Are you done?
Anyway, so that's it. I think it's okay.
Thank you very much, Ibrahim Alassan and Iman Obiko with helping out with the newspaper review segment. We'll go for a break. Today, Mutala Nusa is not feeling too well, we will not have legal check.
So we'll go to first check straight away.
We'll go to first check straight away when we are done with the spot of commercials. This is the Morning Star here on Star 103.5 FM.
Have breakfast on the Morning Star. This is Star 103.5 FM. Simply the